Before Curse of Osiris was released, I wondered how Bungie would make sure the new armor was interesting and basically just worth using. I posted a thread on the Destiny subreddit and suggested one way Bungie could ensure the new armor is relevant is to cap all the previous gear introduced at the launch of the game at the previous maximum light level of 300. I also mentioned that I'm not actually fond of this solution, but it's still a solution. One very helpful Reddit user responded, "Then why bother bringing it up then? There is next to zero precedence for this change and you don't want to see it. It just feels like poorly constructed fear-mongering. I would expand on your ideas a little more." So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to expand on my ideas and talk about how there's next to no meaningful armor progression in Destiny 2. In the Curse of Osiris expansion, you got access to Brother Vance. Brother Vance offered gear for each of the classes. For Titans, he offered gear centered around mobility, which is just far from optimal. The Titan armor available through Eververse is actually better than poor Brother Vance's. So you can justify this decision if you take Eververse out of the equation. The gear obtained through Mercury can be considered entry level. You hit level 25 and you start obtaining this gear. And the armor obtained through the Eater of Worlds raid layer was Curse of Osiris' endgame armor, which does have the optimal stats for a Titan, so there is some progression here, but not a great deal. So armor is going to become more interesting in the immediate future. Destiny 2's game director Chris Barrett hinted at Masterwork's armor and a new mod system on Twitter. Then DMG04, a member of staff at Bungie who is active within the community, confirmed Masterwork's armor is coming, which is cool and definitely a step in the right direction. However, I still don't think it's enough. So let's just quickly recap what a Masterworks weapon is. You get an additional 5 or 10 points in certain attributes, as well as adding the ability to spawn orbs on multi-kills and a kill counter on your gun as well, which is nice. We know the armor is not going to grant orbs on multi-kills, so what are they going to provide? At the moment, a Guardian's helmet, chest, legs and gloves provide 3 different stat bonuses: mobility, resilience and recovery. So all of them grant 3 points with the exception of your chest armor, which grants 4, and I doubt Masterwork armor will grant additional points in these 3 categories. Mods already fulfill the function, unless Bungie's mod rework includes removing these additional stats from the current mod pool. I suspect Masterwork's armor to be a mixture of the new weapons and the current mods. Specifically the mods that impact your gun's handling, reload speed, and the regeneration for your grenades and abilities. And to be completely honest, I hope I'm wrong with that. If it is the case, we're essentially getting the same content we already have, and that's completely unlike Bungie. So essentially, after you've got a set of legendary gear, there's just no form of progression in Destiny 2. You play through the campaign, complete the strikes and the nightfall, you'll clear the new raid with a pickup group. After 3 hours of people standing in the fire, point and blame at each other, every wipe scream comes, you still top damage, you still top kills, but somebody can't call out Sun Middle. But eventually, once you've got the raid complete, you've done it, you've finally killed Callus, you've defeated Argos, you've cleared all of that content wearing the same gear. Certain exotics do make life a lot easier: Orpheus rig for hunters, and Insufferal Skull Fort for titans. However, because of the intense RNG involved, there's no reliable way to obtain the exotic you want. The infusion system is partially to blame for the lack of progression, but there are ways to design around it. I'd prefer if the endgame PvE content required certain armor sets to progress, similar to how having Sins of the Past makes the entire game a lot easier. But instead of turning every enemy in the galaxy to pulp with a single rocket, it just provides utility for players to use and work out where it fits best. A common suggestion is a bonus that gives players an advantage over a particular group of enemies. For example, if Titans had legendary gloves or gauntlets, whatever, with the bonus, your melee abilities do additional damage over time to vex enemies. Raid teams would benefit from assigning Titans to clear ads during the Argos encounter within the new raid layer. Set bonuses could be implemented in a similar way to World of Warcraft, requiring players to equip full armor sets to activate a bonus effect or ability. Yeah, Guardians would have to sacrifice their exotic armor pieces to make way for these set bonuses, but let's be honest, most of the exotics are very niche, a lot of them are underpowered, and you can live without them. You can complete the content without these exotics. I'd imagine the armor sets would be behind a grind, with a lot less RNG than the engram system, similar to the new quests introduced with Curse of Osiris, where Brother Vance kindly sends you on a quest to complete. You collect some materials, at the end of it, you get a gun. It's as simple as that, but it's a lot more fun than I make it sound. The grind is just a genuine grind. You play for hours, you're rewarded in other ways, and as a side quest, you slowly collect these materials. It's just a shame that most of the weapons that Brother Vance offers are shit, but the concept is there. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. With this being my first video, I am looking for feedback, so feel free to leave a comment down below, as I do hope to make more in the future, and I want to improve. Let's be honest, can't get worse than this. So just to summarise my thoughts, once you have a full set of legendary gear in Destiny 2, there is no meaningful progression from there. You are good to go to infuse just all the way to maximum light level. Exotics do provide useful utilities and powerful effects in some cases, but because of the heavy RNG involved, it is difficult to plan for them. Now, I'm not saying at all that gear should just be given away. I do think it should be hard to obtain. I just think it should be guaranteed at the end of a hard grind, rather than rolling the dice every time you pick up one of those yellow gems. Anyway, my name's Jimmy, and these have been my thoughts. Take care.
And give